Hi and Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. It's 2019 and it is the second week already. I cannot quite believe it, but here we are anyway. It's quite dark here in the UK still. Well, I say still, it's always dark unless it's the summer. So I've got quite a lot of artificial light going on, so if it's rubbish, my apologies in advance, but we do what we can do. And today is a day that I can actually do a little bit of filming, but yeah, I just want to get started, tell you where I'm heading this year, what my goals are, aspirations, things I want to stamp out, change, etc. Okay, so YouTube, first of all. YouTube is a funny place for me at the moment. I'm not quite sure where I sit, in the YouTube camp at the moment. I have a bit of a love-hate with it. I love to keep our memories, and then when I do things like our year rewind, which I've done for the last 3 or 4 years, I love it to look back on all the memories I've captured. I love looking back on previous ones and seeing where we've been, how much the kids have grown, how far they've come, etc. But then I think it's a lot of effort, YouTube, and for me personally, I don't see the massive payback of it. I don't want millions of subscribers. I mean, I'm so thankful for anyone that does, but that's not what I'm here for. But I just think even views sometimes can be really difficult to achieve, and I'm just not sure I'm cut out for it. There's a lot going on in the industry at the moment about trolling and negativity, and I'm just not sure I want to put my family out there for that. So if you read my blog, I'll link it down below, you'll see that I have recently written a post all around Daisy and how she won't be featuring here over on YouTube. I go into a bit of detail in there and I say how it's not necessarily true. She will be featuring, but more in memory videos, that kind of thing. She won't be doing day in the life type things because I want to respect her privacy. She's at school now. It's becoming more and more difficult to hide where she goes to school, that kind of thing, and her safety is really important. I also don't want anybody that happens to stumble across these to necessarily bring it up with her, because I don't think it's fair that she doesn't quite understand the ins and the outs of it. Anyway, we'll see how that goes throughout the year, but privacy is a big thing for me this year. So I think that focus is going to change slightly. I want to be more around guidance, motherhood, but being a working mother, and then a lot more on the limb difference side of things too. So yeah, that will relate to Daisy, but in a completely different aspect. With my blog, I'm going to continue as I have done for the last couple of years, plodding along nicely. It's never going to be my sole income. I make a little bit from it, but it's not really about that for me. It's a hobby. I like to write and I like to take photos. Photography will be a big thing this year. I want to continue the creativity side of it, get my head around Photoshop a little bit more, doing things like masking and merging and creating some more magical creative shots, which I love to watch. So if you're on Instagram, you'll see things like Sierra and I. She's brilliant, and that is the kind of thing that I would like to aspire to one day. Travel is another big thing for us this year. We did, I think, 5 destinations last year. I went to France with work, we did Berlin, we did Gran Canaria, we did Ski Athos. Yeah, and lots of local camping and things. I want to get more camping this year and travel more in the UK because we've got some beautiful surroundings here, but we also do have some big travel plans. So first up, there's no denying I am super excited. We go to New York in May. I say we lightly, it's myself and one of my best friends, and I am super excited. We booked it on a whim last year. We talked about it for a while, and part of my resolution last year was to plan and to not ponder on things, and I did that quite a bit. So we just kind of I saw flights come up, and then I had an email to say they'd been reduced quite significantly, so I just booked them. We yet to book accommodation and things, but we're close now and we go in less than 4 months, so that is exciting. I booked things like hen parties and all that kind of stuff last year, and I love the organisation and planning of that, so I expect more of that later in the year. This first half is quite busy with New York. We are going to go to one of the Canary Islands as a family in March, and we'll probably do a weekend away somewhere. But we've got lots of other things in the pipeline, so I've got to see a couple of shows, and I've got some busy work schedules, so it's busy, but that's exactly how I like it. But travel, I want to get to 4 countries this year, so yeah, with our summer holiday that would take us to 3, so we just need to find somewhere for the last quarter of the year. So in terms of like resolutions, I don't really do them, but things that I want to stop this year. So a big one for me is shouting. I never used to be a shouty mum. I think as the children have got older, they've got louder. So I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they bicker. It's like sibling rivalry at its finest, and I just can't bear it. First thing in the morning they start, last thing at night they're at it. And because they're so loud, they just scream and shout at each other, and I'm finding I'm competing with that, and that's my like reaction. Whereas really I need to like start the art of distraction, taking somebody away from that situation and finding ways around it. So yeah, we'll try, because it's not something I want to do once I've taken them. So for example, I've taken Daisy to school this morning and I feel guilty for some of the things I may have said, or the way, it's more the way I've said it, because she was really trying this morning. But then when I sit back and think about it, it's Friday, she's probably really tired, it's her first week back at school, and she's only 4. I really have to keep remembering she's 4 years old. Yeah, so shouting. Next up is spending. January, we're trying not to spend anything. I know you'll have seen this all over social media, no spend January. Well, it's something we do every year. It's nothing that we like. You can't not spend if you really need to, but we consciously try to see what we can save in January, because obviously November, December are hectic months with spending, and yeah, I just want to see what we can save really, try and stop those outgoings. We're halfway through almost, so we're doing quite well, and then I want to try and continue that. I am a terrible online shopper. That I do it in the night, I do it whenever I can, it's just too easy, it's like one touch. So I'm going to put things in my basket and then wait 24 hours, have another look the next day, and I'm finding actually that I think, no, I don't want that. So yeah, that's my tactic. So yeah, that is me for the year. I'd love to know what you're aiming for this year, or what you're not aiming to do. Yeah, share them with me. I'd love to know more about you, some more channels or videos that you've watched similar to this that you think I would enjoy, and I will be back soon. Bye.